Hey guys, how we doing? We got a Hewlett Packard 53131A frequency counter. This goes up to 3 gigahertz, and it also has the high standard heater inside for 10 megahertz reference. So this is a really good unit. You don't see too many of them with the high. You hardly see any. With the ultra is the one up above this. What you usually see is the medium, or without it at all. I have one without it that I'm going to put a medium in. Just the highs they're just hard to get, and they're very, very expensive. So we're going to do a calibration on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it off. Going to hold in the utility button, turn it on. All right, now we're gonna hit the utility till we get to time-based auto. We want that. We want to go to cal offset 1. Enter. It's been a while since I did this, about a month. So remove input. You have to wait for the whole thing to go through, unfortunately, till it tells you to do the next step. So this is where we stand. We're gonna hit enter. It's an easy one. Now we'll go to 2. Hit enter, and we're gonna wait. So Alright, enter. Set 2 pass. Now we're going to go to gain. What gain is going to do, it's going to ask you for a 5 volt. So I just want to test my 5 volts coming off of my power supply. We're going to plug it into my, turn it on, of course, huh? And we have our 5 volts. So what we'll do is we'll take this out, plug it into here. It's going to tell us put 5 volts in. Enter. And it asks you for the 5 volts because that's a max RMS that you could put into this. So now we're going to go that pass. We're going to go to 2. Enter. We'll hit supply. We'll put our 2 in. And then we'll run it through some frequencies. I have a signal generator. It goes up to 2 gigahertz, but it's not calibrated. I got to calibrate it. Gain 2 pass. Take that out. We don't need that no more. Now we're going to go to TI. Let's hit that. It's going to ask for square wave, right? Yep. So we're going to go up here to our function signal generator. And we are going to put we can check the square wave with the scope, but you know it's good. Put our square wave in. We'll hit enter. Cal pass. Take that out. Cal time base. Offset. Oh, I want to go back to time base. Damn it. There it is. Enter. It's going to say supply 10 megahertz square. I did that already. Let's just do it again. Freaking lost my place there for a minute. Enter. Pass. Take that off. Time base. Enter. Now it's just going to ask us for 10 megahertz. Now, when you do this, you want a very, very, very accurate 10 megahertz. So I am using my rubidium. And I am going to plug that rubidium in here. You cannot get any closer for your 10 megahertz that I know of than the rubidium. That has been. Now this takes a while. So if I were to take this input coming from the rubidium, split it here, and put one up to the oscilloscope and one into here on channel 1, you'd see a perfect 10 megahertz sine wave. Then if I was to take the 10 frequency output from the back and plug it into channel 2 of the oscilloscope, you would see the nice channel 1 sine, and then you'd see the channel 2 would be moving back and forth like this. So right now it's searching, it's trying to match it to that to the input that I have here from my rubidium. So right now internally, it's going to match and calibrate to this 10 megahertz rubidium. And I'll show you just when we're done with this, I'll take this off my rubidium and I'll put it to the output of the unit, and it should be perfectly at 10 megahertz. This does take a while to do. As you can see, this gate beeping on and off, that's your time. It's taking all these readings through that time, and it's giving you a much more accurate than right now. So it's at 6 seconds, I believe, if you were to count that. I think gate set at 6 seconds when it's doing the calibration. When you just turn the unit on and you go to use it, it's at 1 millisecond or something like, I think it's 1 millisecond. And I'll show you how to change that so you can get a more accurate reading and slow down. The frequency counter won't bounce all over the place on you. Usually 1 second's pretty good for most of the stuff that us laymen's do, right? So, all right, we got our time-based pass. So let me just unplug it from here. So that's it for the calibration. Now we're just going to go to run. And we're not going to get anything until we plug in the back here. So 1, 2, 3, that's the last one over. Come on. There we go. Now we're in. And you're going to see we're on the time base. So what we could do is we could go to this gate I was talking about. See how it's beeping like that? That's how fast it's reading right now. It's just looking. So we want to slow that down to get a more accurate reading. We're going to hit the gate. It's going to say time. That's what we want. So you hit it again. You see 1 nanosecond, millisecond, whatever. So we're going to go over. We're going to add a 1. We'll get rid of that point and hit enter. And then you're just going to hit the run button. And that'll actually even give you a more accurate, look at that. I mean, that's, you're dead on. 10 megahertz right there from the internal. So you don't even need, I'll show you, I'll hook up the, grab this cable here. I'll hook this up to the rubidium. And we'll plug this in the back. Oops. So we're going to plug it into the back, right? Plug that. So now, what that does is it takes, when you plug into the back here, reference in 10 megahertz, it's going to get rid of the high standard inside and use the rubidium outside. So right now, this is what you're seeing. I mean, it's straight across 10. It's the same, you know, it's the same as if I took it off. I'll pull it off again. All right, and again, I let this sit overnight. It had to be 36 hours now that all my equipment's on it I'm using to do calibration. I always leave it on a minimum of 24 hours. My rubidium and GPSDO are on 24/7 all year until they need calibration or expire. And so that's where we are. So right now I'm going to take this off of here, okay? I'm going to get rid of this. Of that. So nothing's hooked up to it right now. I'm gonna come over to my signal generator. Again, this ain't the best signal generator. I actually bought a new one. I gotta get it out and hook it up. So we're gonna run this. I'm at 10 megahertz. And you can see it's off a little. Not bad, right? I could probably fix that calibration myself. So let's go up to, I believe this one will go up to 100, or no, it'll go up to 300 or 400 on these two. So channel 1 and channel 2 are pretty much identical. 50 ohm inputs, 5 volt RMS max, that's on all three. But 3 will go from 100 megahertz to 3 gigahertz. So what I'm going to do is I'll go up to, say, 100 megahertz. Right, so there we got 100 megahertz, still out the same, 352. I got to remember these numbers. Let's go to 200 megahertz. Now I'll go to, let's go to 300. It's 300 megahertz. So now I don't want you guys to get confused when you're using this, and that's why I'm going to run you through it, because I use the same exact one over here. Same unit. I love the unit. That's why I keep getting them. They're very reliable, very accurate. So let's go. What we're going to do is, if you wanted to use channel 2, right, you'll notice, well, it's not going to do anything. I hit run, it's looking. Oh, what happened? So we have to turn it on. We're going to go to frequency. You're going to go to channel 2, enter. What did I do? Did I turn this off? There we go. So I'm at 100 megahertz, channel 2. There we go. So let's go up to channel 3. I'm going to run channel. It's not going to see anything because I don't have channel 3 on. So now I got to go channel 3, enter. Now you're going to see channel 3. Let's go up to 500 megahertz. I very seldom go up any higher than like 200-300 megahertz, gigahertz when you're getting into that stuff. Man, the calibration ain't off too bad, actually. Let me go to, oh, what did I hit? 1 gigahertz. Right, let's go to 2 gigahertz. 2 gigahertz. I think this will go up to 2.4. Let's try it. 2.4 gigahertz. Yeah, pretty good, huh? Goes right up there. So there we go. We're at 2.4. Let's go back down to 10 megahertz. This isn't gonna probably read it because it starts at 100. Yeah, it's not gonna read it. So we'll go back down to our 1. Oh, wait, I gotta go back, I think. Let me see. Yeah, we're gonna go back, and we gotta go 1, enter, run. Oop, guess I didn't have to hit run, but there we go, we're back now. So, fairly easy to use, a lot of stuff. You're gonna have to get the book out and look. There's a lot of things. I mean, you got 50 ohm, you go to 1 meg, DC-AC, attenuator, has a filter built into it. You could put a filter on it. It's a 100 kilohertz filter. Trigger sensitivity. There's a lot of stuff on here that you could do with it. Do your math skills on it. I mean, basically most part, I guess people are just going to use it for a frequency counter and to run and check things. Again, one of the most important things I think myself is the gate time. We could change it again. Let's go to this is the 6 seconds or 5. This is 6. I think this is what it calibrates at. So you'll notice it's looking. It's taking all these readings and it's going to give you the most accurate reading this way. So, and that's out of my signal generator. So, guys, there you have it. Let me show you a quick tour of this thing. I'm going to turn it off for this. Right. It has a little nick here. It didn't have these covers on it. I installed the covers. It has a tiny little scratch in the screen here, hard to see. It was just a little piece of dirt. It has the handle. Again, it has the high standard oven is 010 is the option number. The fan, as you heard, is nice and quiet. It doesn't come with the power cord. You're gonna have to opt in to get your own power cord. All right, and here's the back. And you can see it has the high standard oven. External arm, this is your reference input. So if you did have that 10 megahertz, it has to be 10 megahertz reference input. If you have a GPSDO or a rubidium. But again, with this, you really don't need it. And this is your output. So you can come in and out of this if you wanted to. Or if you needed a 10 megahertz reference signal, I mean, this thing's pretty damn close. You could actually use this as a 10 megahertz signal. So here you have it, guys. Nice unit. You know, it's got the rubber feet on it. I'm gonna put a cal sticker on it, and it's gonna go up. I had a sticker on here just so I remembered what I was doing with it. A piece of tape, actually. Things like tape. So guys, sorry for the long video, but take care, stay safe, God bless, and 73s. Bye, bye, bye.